Hi, my name is Mike Curtis, and just like you, I've been lucky enough to travel the world with my students. I've been a lot of cool places, seen some amazing things, and met some unbelievable people in my travels. But for my regular job, I'm an English teacher at Oswego East High School in the booming metropolis of Oswego, Illinois, home of 3 Mattress Firm stores, the Oswego East Wolves, and my student travel program. I've been running this program and working with EF Tours for 12 years now. And I often get the same questions from people when they find out what I do. First, they ask, what the heck is wrong with you? Then they ask, why in the world would you want to go overseas with 50 teenagers? And finally, they ask, seriously, why don't you take a normal person vacation? Some people just don't get why we do what we do. As my girl Taylor says, haters gonna hate. So when I find other teachers who are just the right kind of crazy like I am, and they decide to make the whole wide world their classroom, they often ask for some advice on how to do this whole student travel thing better. If there's one thing I could share that I'd like new group leaders to take away, it'd be to encourage them to build a great team. Why? Well, first, it takes a lot of pressure off of you. Second, it's more fun to travel with friends. And third, you can reach and give this opportunity to way more kids when you have a team. Now let's think about those ideas for a second. Every school has that teacher. You know the one that inspires, the one that motivates, the one that gets it. In fact, you are probably a teacher today because you had a that teacher when you were in school. And what's more, if you're thinking about traveling with your kids, if you're going to work that hard to have that tremendous impact on their lives, the odds are you are that teacher. The thing is, though, you're not the only that teacher in your school. You are surrounded by amazing educators that may reach kids you don't even know in ways you can't even fathom yet. So by partnering up with a few of those that teachers, you'll be able to change even more lives and have an even greater impact. Plus, then it's not all on you. Share your vision with other that teachers and you could build a great team that can help you achieve that vision, maybe even helping it evolve and grow into more than you could imagine doing alone. A team can be a powerful thing. I've traveled with students for 12 years now, taking over 400 kids on these adventures, and I could not do this without my team. Because we each have our part. We each have our role to play. This is my team. On the surface, everybody's role is simple. There's me. I teach English, so from an academic side of things, it's my job to teach the novels, the stories, the mythology, the poetry, the folk tales of all the places we visit. And I love doing that. But the kids need to learn more than just the stories. And that's why I have Chris and Jackie. Chris teaches ancient history. Jackie teaches modern world history. They both offer a totally different perspective on things, and it makes it so much fun that they can teach the history and I can teach the stories. Or as Chris likes to say, they tell the truth and I cover the lies. Kathy teaches our kids about culture. She's a music teacher and has a passion for visual arts. She sees the world different than I do. And while I can teach art out of a textbook if I have to, she makes it come alive in ways that none of the rest of us can. Then there's Angelica. She isn't a classroom teacher at all. She's a school social worker. I highly recommend you get yourself one of those. She understands people in a different way, and over the years she's become everyone's mom in the group. I can't live without her. Now there's more than just academics to this dough. We each fill other roles in the group. We each fill voids that the other couldn't. I'm a pretty laid-back guy. Not much stresses me out. That's what I have Chris for. He worries about everything so I don't have to. He wonders about every bad situation that could happen, from lost luggage to what if the Eiffel Tower falls on us. With his attention to detail and overdrive months before we travel, he and I have thought through and planned for every situation that could possibly arise. I need my Chris to help me solve problems. I'm not organized, and doing this requires organization. Angelica lives for that. As a little girl, she wanted to be a secretary so she could organize files. This is my desk. No one wants me keeping track of forms, fundraisers, passports, or schedules. I need my Angelica to keep everything running smooth. I'm a pretty mellow and low-key guy. I'm not a rah-rah, get you fired up and excited kind of person. But Kathy can do that. She has a way of getting everyone so amped up to do whatever's next on the itinerary. Her excitement and her passion are unbelievably contagious. I need my Kathy to keep everyone focused and excited. I'm too lenient with my students. I know that. I'm way too nice sometimes. But Jackie has an edge. She's a mom and a coach, so she can keep everyone in line with just a look. Sometimes the trips are long, and I don't ever want to have to play the bad cop, and I don't have to when Jackie's around. I need my Jackie to be my enforcer. Now, sometimes life happens. Every once in a while, one of my starting lineup teachers needs to take a trip off. So I've built a bench of great teachers who can jump in and fill the roles we need them to. Then there's my roles. I know my strengths. I'm the voice. I talk. I talk to kids, to parents, to admin, to the newspapers, to EF, and I talk to other teachers like you. I'm like the architect. I had a vision. I made a plan. My team, they executed that plan. They saw the flaws and they fixed them. They saw the potential and they went with it. They made everything work. Without my team, my vision is just a vision. They make it real. Together, we make it real. So, as you get started with this adventure, the one thing I recommend you do is find other people that share your vision. Even if it's just one person to start. Find people that cover your weaknesses and complement your strengths. It may take time. It may take some trial and error. But find your team, and soon they will help make your vision a reality. Happy travels.